Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jim James Games. Today we're going to play some more World of Warcraft. We're running Stratholme up here in the Eastern Plaguelands. Here is my build for this Feral Druid for a speed set. Right now she's running about 230%. I do have the well-fed buff, which comes from this fish right here. I've been running a few of these. This is my this is going to be my 30th run. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. Now at the beginning, I just kind of stroll through here. I gather these. This makes it a little bit easier, less clicking. You can do whichever way you want to. Do a little speed boost. This is a good, solid run for righteous orbs. Use it for crafting and stuff like that, especially whenever the 1015 came out. The Nax Ramus, stuff like that. Always want to do a speed boost right through there. Otherwise, those gates will close down, trap you, waste your time. I use a soothe to get those few back there to get the extra loot. I just run through here, gather all these guys. Gather these two right here. And I'll just burn that guy down. He will be auto picked up when all these guys come over here and I burn them down. But you get some decent righteous orbs. You get a few essence of undeath. You get the undeath from the undead right here. And we're going on the living side of Stratholme, not the dead side. So once we come over here, we got some Crusaders. We're going to burn these down. There is one over here. He's kind of out of the way. Kind of a pain for one little loot. I'm not going to really worry about him. You guys can if you want. It takes a little bit extra time. These guys, I just typically burn and loot as I go through. These are the guys that drop the righteous orbs. On my server, they're going for like 200 and some odd gold a piece, which is crazy. They were really good for a enchanting buff or enchantment, Crusader. It was a really, really good enchantment for your weapon. I'm not sure exactly how good it is nowadays and it was for leveling basically. But now it's used for some crafting. So you get some good transmog items. Same thing with the Essence of Undeath. You don't get too many of these running this side very often. But we're almost all the way through this dungeon right now. Always want to take this guy out. He always drops a righteous orb. These two guys will run out. Typically if I'm a little bit quicker, I'll burn them before they get too far. Now once you kill the last boss, all these extra guys spawn. So the undead come out. I go ahead and just burn through these guys really quick. You basically run back out almost to the exit. Every once in a while you get stuck on those. I don't like that. It's weird. The loot tables on these aren't the craziest. Every once in a while you'll get something good, but it's worth the run back through. So right here is where I normally would just dream walk out, but since this is my 30th run, I'm going to go ahead and go back. I'm going to sell all the stuff I don't want. I do sort through the stuff that I would, like the greens, blues, stuff like that I would normally vendor because they're not good enough to sell. I typically disenchant them, get the disenchanting materials. So like I don't like that one. This one's good enough to key for that. Good enough. Good enough. Alright. So then I just put them in a guild bank. I have a guild bank for all my characters. So I got all these in the 30 runs. And these are the ones I'm going to disenchant. The TSM says I'll get roughly about 4 gold each for disenchanting. I won't have quite enough room for it all. Nah, I'll throw it in this one. So instead of selling it for 25 silver, I can get 4 gold out of it. So min-maxing. So now I have all these. I'm going to go ahead and put these in my guild bank, or my personal bank. And then I will take these back out, kind of sort them out, and then show you what all I got. So I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everybody. Got everything out of my mailbox, kind of sorted a little bit. We got a lot of patterns and plans. Yes, schematic voice amplifier modular. They go for about 4,500 each. Slow sale, but might as well throw it up there. Same thing with these. Not too bad prices. Like definitely over. Got quite a few of these. They sell alright. They got a .011. 700 gold a piece, but you get a bunch of them, so if you just run them a couple times, like run Stratholme a couple times, you probably get it. Same thing with these. The enchantments, they're not worth a ton, but it's always nice to have on the auction house. People that want to fill out their crafting, they'll definitely want those. Out of these 30 runs, we got 3 either rare or epic items. Here's our epic item. Too bad it was a finger. It was a ring. I don't know why it's going for about 29k. 0.002 sales ranking. It's very, very low. So I wouldn't sell this, but I'm going to hold on to it just in hopes that someday Blizzard wants to like have some transmog for your rings or your trinkets or your neck piece or anything like that. That'd be pretty cool. But I will hold on to that one because that one is an epic, hard to get. This one is a gracious cape. I do use a website called the Undermine Exchange. You can look up items. So as you can see here in the ATT section, there's a list of items that have the same transmog appearance as this. So for 57,000 gold, I would go through all these, and the one I found was the Brilliant Red Cloak, which is going for about 20k. So this one obviously would not be good because people that do want that transmog will probably get the Brilliant Red Cloak as long as they do their research a little bit. But that'll save you 30k, 30, 40k in gold right there. So I will list that, but probably at the 20k mark. This one right here, this one does have other items that share the same appearance. The only one that is sellable that I was able to find was the Black Iron Battle Cloak. And it sells for more than what the 10,000 gold is for this one, so I'll just leave it as is. This one, definitely fake value. It is not an item that I would sell for 70k, but it is an item I will sell nonetheless because it is an item that only has that one appearance, so this one will sell eventually. But probably not for the 70k at all, like not even close. I'll probably list it for a couple hundred gold because that's typically what the regional sale average is. You'll find a bunch of them in here that's about the same. As long as the regional sale average is above the 0.01, even though there's other items in there that share the same appearance, I'll probably still try to run it. Otherwise, you'll see quite a few items in this dungeon that has its only appearance, and they go for a couple hundred gold a piece, so it adds up over time. But at 30 runs, I got all these items right here. I think there's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. So there's 70 items right there that I plan on throwing on the auction house that I feel like will sell over time at some point. Again, some of these other ones that have like multiples, like the Lofty or the Valorous Helm that has the same appearance as the Lofty, 600 gold. Probably sell it to people that want the Lofty appearance, and it's probably a little bit cheaper than the Lofty, so we'll try it. So yeah, overall we got 71 Righteous Orbs in 30 runs. 30 runs. So it's like basically 11, 12 per 10 runs. So you basically get 1.5 per run, which ain't bad. Total is 18,000 right there. The transmog that I create, like craft and stuff like that, it needed a whole bunch of them. So I feel it was just a little bit less. It was like 16,000 gold. So that saves me a little bit of gold right there. Same thing, the Essence of Undeath helps out. You only got 18, so that's less than 1 per run. It's still nice. It's still added value. We got some other ones. We got Fellcloth. I don't know where that came from. Just some other random like crafting reagents, cloth, stuff like that. So out of all this, out of 30 runs, we'll look at this bag appraiser. It says I have 319,000 gold. I had about 6,000 gold worth of stuff in my bags. That's including like the bonefish, the alacrity, some treasure finding, firewater, stuff like that. I also got my scroll of unlocking in case I find some chests that are locked. But so realistically, there's like 313,000 right there. You gotta take this off, and cut down on that one. So there's 30,000. Let's say right there. There's another 70,000. You probably got 130,000 being knocked off. So realistically, this is probably like 180,000 run. So there's about 60,000 gold per hour lockout, and which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong, but definitely a dungeon I would use to beef up your auction house, get a whole bunch of items on there, and just get that going. And then it doesn't hurt to get these. But again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.